here we are at the at a different reviewing area, and here is the figure that me and my dad will be reviewing, and this is called the Transformers Siege. Trying to remember what
Omega.
Yes, I know it is Omega Supreme, but I'm trying to remember. I think it's Titan class. Yes.
Yes, this is
Transformer Siege Titan class Omega Supreme is what we're reviewing here.
There we go. Very good. Y'all, he's right. This is a Titan class leader, Omega Supreme.
Just Titan class.
Yes, that's the category that they put all these big giant Decepticons and Autobot, massive bulk of plastic and city and everything else. So what we did is we had to change the part right here because it's big, so we got a bunch of play value, and this is what you can do, and we got some mini cons,
some Micromasters, and we too have a G1 Headmaster behind this rocket here, which he is totally blah.
Right, and as Colton goes up with the rocket, that's how tall it is.
Yes.
And you see that little guy right here?
That is Countdown, which comes with Omega Supreme. And yes, Countdown is the only little figure, which is called a core class, that comes with Omega Supreme here. The rest of these do not come with Omega here. Just little Countdown there.
Right, these are some of the little guys that we just pulled out of wherever and just stuck them on here, and they scale pretty good with this model right here. They scale pretty good with this model because they're smaller.
And this version of Omega is made to scale with little Transformers, not Deluxes or Voyagers or any leader class figures, just the little ones here.
Now, like on G1, G1 Omega Supreme, the tank right here does not have batteries to where it rolls and stuff like that on the track. It does have wheels at the bottom. But the problem with this tank is that it's actually a little bit too big for the track, and y'all see here in a little while.
But before we get into Omega here, let's take a quick look at the included little guy here, who is Countdown here. And as you can see, well, I may need to turn on this light so y'all can kind of see. So here's little countdown here, and all his detailing gloriness here, and he doesn't have a lot of paint on him, just a lot of nice molded in detail, but no paint added to it, except the only paint that he has on him is his face here, just done up in silver.
Yes, his face is silver.
And he does have painted in blue eyes here. Y'all can see the blue right there. And getting a little 360 view. And for articulation, Ollie has his ball joint at the shoulders. Well, a kind of limited ball joint at the shoulders. Ball joint at the legs, bend at the knee, and that's it. And I think this great thing, yes, it is. This is like a little handle, so you can have him, have someone hold him as kind of like a gun mode.
I don't know. I don't know what that handle's about. Hey, if y'all know what that handle's about, let us know down in the comments below.
I think he does have like a third mode, but if I remember, I think he does, but I don't remember how to turn him into gun mode. But I think he does.
So we'll just flip down the little chest cannon that he has right there, and we'll go on. I think they did a good job with him. Now, in G1, the original Mega Supreme did not have a little sidekick with him, so this is different. They put a sidekick with him. And Colton, you told me that he showed up in a comic?
Yes, he only showed up, not in the cartoon, but in the comics. Like, basically the Dreamwave comics. Yes.
I'm not sure. I have to take your word on that, and I guess that's where you can find this little guy at, because like I said, in the original G1, Omega Supreme did not have a sidekick. So this is different, to give him a little buddy, per se.
Right. And to transform him into his vehicle mode, you want to take his arms, rotate them back, and rest him on these
right
here.
There's like a little bitty tab.
Right. And kind of take the little radar thing.
Radar dish.
And you can, like, I guess, leave it like that, or you can adjust it up if you want to. Mm-hmm. And then take the legs and bring them up,
Up, down, and around.
And there you have his vehicle mode.
Right. Little vehicle mode. So I mean that's unique in itself to give him a little side guy. I guess he's an information gatherer. I'm just guessing. I don't know, But that's him. That is. Who'd you say it was?
Countdown.
That's what I thought. I was like I may say the wrong thing. Countdown. So that's pretty neat to give him a buddy.
And he does roll really well.
Now, I'd have to say with Countdown here, he would look better on the track. That fits more into scale
Yes.
compared to this. That's the only part that I see. The rest of it is awesome. It's just that's but they did the best that they could. So
And I guess if you still want to this handle that does flip out, you can have him hold in either one of the siege or yes, either one of these siege figures in their hands, and I don't know, or I don't remember if he has a weapon mode.
he might. I don't know. But anyway.
I think I have seen some YouTube videos where this guy does have a gun mode, but I don't remember how to do it.
So, with this little guy, we're going to put him right there. And
we're going to focus on Omega Supreme here. And I got to turn this light off.
it's a different adjustments from one light to another. One is too much, the other one's not enough. Holy boy. Okay.
So, the first thing we're going to take a look for Omega is the tank here. So, as you can see, here's the tank mode part of Omega Supreme here, and it looks very nice.
It has what? 1, 2, 3 cannons on it.
Yes.
You have the main cannon.
That can move up and down, and these cannons on the side to move up and down as well. And the turret, well, the turret of the tank here does rotate, but you can't do that. Because this massive part behind the tank here is where his robot mode head is at. So, in other words,
you'd have to kind of pull him apart to get this right here to rotate.
Yes.
So, if I'm right, I'm just going to kind of get it back some. Right there. It slides down. Now, you can rotate the turret a little bit, but that's the only way you can rotate it.
Right. Or if he wants to, I wouldn't do it, but you would undo the entire back here, connected by these cannons to have this turret rotate all the way around. But I wouldn't recommend you doing that, of course, because that will ruin the entire tank.
Oh, okay.
So now, can I get this attached back on?
Okay.
And also, I will have to remind y'all that this version of Omega Supreme does have some retro label Toy Hacks stickers on him.
Right, so these are not the original. Some of these are not the original stickers that come with him. Some of these are the Toy Hacks stickers that have been applied
Yes.
just to give it more in depth in certain areas compared to what the originals were.
Right.
Toy Hacks did a really good job.
And I don't think Omega comes with his own original stickers. I don't think he does.
So that's the reason why we have some different type of stickers and colors and different things that's not on the other ones.
Like for example, these yellow things around these cannons, these are stickers, and this yellow part with the Autobot symbol was a translucent yellow piece, but that's been replaced with a sticker from toyhacks.com.
So what else can this guy do?
Well, he can roll really well
Okay.
on these two wheels on the bottom here.
Okay.
And he does roll really good.
Alrighty.
And he's just casted in a lot of gray with some red and a little bit of lighter gray here, along with some yellow paint here on the turret here.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And you two have some silver paint on the sides of these side cannons here, and a lot more Toy Hacks stickers here on the sides here of the tank here.
Okay.
And the back does have some more Toy Hacks stickers here. And this is a Toy Hack sticker as well.
Okay. Alrighty. So there was something that you said that this can do. What else? What else was there?
I didn't like said that,
Okay.
but I was about to.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
But yes, just like
Well,
what my
there's
dad.
one thing about autism, you know, depending on what it is, they will call you out perfect and I love you. Anyway, go ahead.
Yes. But yes, what my dad said, this red and light gray thing on the front of the tank does have some play value of it. And to do that, you will have to take these two guns on the side and bring them up. So you can take this red thing and untap it and bring it out.
Okay.
And you kind of want to bring these guns back down.
Okay.
And you have a little ramp.
You have a ramp. That is awesome.
With some more toy hack stickers here, along with some silver paint on the inside here.
And this is for your little companion buddy right here. And
Or any of your core class figures.
now, the reason why he sits so well in here is because there's actually little knobs in there, little notches that he can sit in there. Here,
These.
there, yeah, four of them, and they line up perfect with the tire. So I mean, that's a little buddy that you can bring with you anywhere in this tank mode, and it's a little ramp that he goes down.
Yes.
And it's so I thought that was pretty amazing, and to have your little sidekick with you. And as soon as I can get him in there, and yeah, okay, yep, okay, there we go. And if I'm right, there should be enough clearance where you can fold this back up with him in there.
I think you can.
Yes, you got to lift up the arms. I bet you can. Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
So you can have any of your core class Micromasters fit inside Omega's tank.
Yep. So that is awesome. So the little buddy who is in there, and I'm just gonna call him Overclocker. He's not Overclocker. He is. What's his name?
Countdown.
Thank you. Countdown. There's so many. And now it's going to give me a fit. There we go. So that's neat, the way that they done that to incorporate this little guy in that mode. So to put Countdown in the tank form of Omega, so this way his little buddy's with him at all times. Now I think that we've covered that. Now we can move on to the rest of it. Huh?
Yes, and that's what I was about to say as well.
Right, as well. There you go.
So now we're gonna put the tank off to the side, and now we're gonna be focusing on the tall rocket.
Right.
Here.
The tall rocket. So the rocket's next. And we have a whole bunch of little guys right here just to show y'all the play value and what you can incorporate in it.
And I'm kind of not knocking over
Yeah,
these little guys.
knocking over the headmaster. So,
And I'm gonna set the
yes.
rocket down
Down.
like this.
Okay.
Okay. So here is the rocket here. And it is a long
Rocket.
and tall rocket.
Yes, it is a long, tall rocket. Right here, they put a little, I guess, cockpit canopy in there
Yes.
for the mold.
Yes. And that these little windows are, of course, stickers from Toy Hacks. And the same for all this color on the rocket. Because all this color that you see on the rocket to help break up all this gray are stickers from toyhacks.com. Because without these stickers,
It would be kind of bland.
it would just all be gray
Yeah,
plastic.
it wouldn't have as much depth to it.
Right.
So the stickers help give it more depth so you can understand what you're looking at. So the way that the mold is pretty good. They did a amazing job, like I said, trying to reproduce the Omega Supreme. So it looks really well. And one thing about the G1 cartoon, when you see this rocket right here go off into space or Cybertron, nobody in the world knows where the rest of them's at. I guess he just all compacts himself and puts himself in the rocket, I'm assuming. That's one of the great mysteries of another mystery of the Transformers. Where does the rest of Omega Supreme go? Nobody knows. So people just speculate he puts himself all in the rocket.
And there's my light in the way. Or my posable lamp in the way. But yeah, you could see it is a really tall rocket.
Mm-hmm.
And just like with the tank, this rocket does, of course, have some play value to it. And that is, if I zoom in here, what you can do is you can open up this
See if I can help you out here.
cockpit section and also open up that, and inside
Inside you have more depth detail with the stickers. So you can understand what you're kind of looking at. You
because
may have to turn on that light up there. Let's see.
right there we go.
Did it help?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Now the stickers that's been put in here, they give more depth to what you're looking at.
Right.
So I mean, some of this stuff really helps.
Because without these stickers from Toy Hacks, it would just be all bland. But it will still have some detail in it, just not picked out in paint.
So in there, you have a little monitor, you have gadgets, you have gauges, and a whole bunch of different things.
And you can fit one of your core class figures inside.
And there he is. He is just hanging out right there.
Countdown. There. And you can store him inside with these doors closed up.
Right. You just take that door, close it, take that door, close it,
And he's ready for liftoff.
Yeah, he's ready for launch.
Into space.
Into space with the rest of Omega Supreme that nobody knows where the rest of them goes because you just see the rocket. So, once again, we're assuming that he puts all of himself in the rocket.
Right. And that's about it for the rocket. So now let's take a look at the
base.
Base.
The base platform of Omega Supreme. Now, what makes this unique is there's some hidden compartments and there's some other things that you can do in this mode. Okay. You have a ramp. You have, I thought that this was cool that they gave it support with these drop down parts.
Yes. The ramp does have some stands to help it keep supported.
Yes, to help keep it supported.
And you two have some ramps there.
Here, like,
and also there.
and like right here, there's ramps that go down.
Yes. And as you can already see on the yellow ramps and the gray ones underneath the yellow ramps.
Yeah, go ahead. It's coming in.
They do have some stickers from, of course, Toy Hacks.
Mm-hmm.
Same for these ramps all around.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So with this guy, we're gonna pull it up some. We may lose some of this. Let's see here. All right.
Get these out of the way as well.
Go ahead. Let me see some of these. Okay. Excuse me.
So
Okay.
you could see the ramp going around
I'm right here.
does have some stickers from, of course, Toy Hacks.
Here we go. Come on down with this some. There we go. Okay. Okay.
Even
Okay.
here,
Wait a minute. Come down right there.
even this thing, which is the helicopter pad, is a sticker, of course,
Right.
from Toy Hacks.
Right. So what they did was they added more depth to this base right here. So stickers make a big difference.
And the inside of here does have some stickers. here, and on the sides here, you two have some missiles here.
Yep. Whoops. There we go.
And there's one of the...
That's an original 1980s headmaster right there.
Right.
So that's just a sense of scale, and he's waving to y'all. Anyway, that is the headmaster for...
Brainstorm.
Yes, Brainstorm. Yes. So, this is pretty neat.
I don't think that does anything in the base mode.
Yeah, you probably don't. They have the little ramps right here that you can put a little guy up there, or this little guy. Yep, and he just crashed. Anyway,
and of course you can put the little guys on the ramp going around.
right, right there. We'll put another guy right here. So,
And also, another thing that you can do with these little guys, including the included countdown figure that comes with Omega here. This little guy, Countdown, is you can store one of these little guys into these compartments here that open up
Okay.
from these things here.
go ahead and zoom in on that. We'll show them. So, you take this little guy right here, and you can put him right off in there.
And close these up.
And close it up, and there they are. So, I mean, you can store, a couple of them in each leg.
And he does have another one on the other side.
And I don't think I'm going to, won't be able to fit him in there. So, this is a nice way that you can actually put these guys in here, and you can carry them wherever you want to go when you go with this set somewhere. So, now we'll go over here.
And you can put some more in there
Yeah, we're fixing to do that
as well.
as well. So like this guy, we will put him off in there. And like I said, they only fit with these type of small transformers. If you try with anything else, they may not fit. Let's see if a headmaster will fit in there. See, you got Brainstorm right here. We're just going to put his arm back down. We're going to transform in his head mode. And we're going to, yep, even the headmaster going there. So, that is pretty amazing. So now you have transformers stored in there that you can bring somewhere. Ooh, I forgot a guy. Oh yeah, and this is a helicopter pad up here. So you can put a helicopter up there. Now I prefer just this type size because it scales well. If you try this with Defensor blades, I think it may be too big. I'm not sure. So
Are you talking about the blades that comes with
Defensor, yeah, the G1.
I just heard you said Manosaur.
Did I say Minosaur?
Yes.
All right, my bad. It's Defensor. That's what I meant to say. Y'all, I get to talking so much and I just forget, and then He straightens me out, so
Right.
you know. But believe me, like I said, he will call me out on it, and that's okay. I don't mind.
And another play value you can do is these black things here and there on both sides. I think that those are supposed to be flipped up.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying that if you want to show them the track, go ahead.
The track.
Yeah, of separating it and putting in a different configuration.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now,
So these black things to do, if I can, I may need to move it up some. So these black things here, and there on both sides do have a hinge joint that does flip out. I think I got it.
okay. I'll be right back.
So these two flip out, and what these are for is you can't take these ramp things and attach them onto these things. If you want to, so I will have to remove this ramp.
Yay! There it went now.
Okay, there we go.
All right, it's still, you still got it.
So you can't remove these ramps here and this ramp and this ramp here.
Yes.
And you can attach them on these black things
Okay, I got it.
here.
Okay, these black pegs right here, okay? There's different configurations that you can put these ramps and the way that you want or the way that you want to put them in. So I imagine if you wanted to, you could buy a couple more of these and actually complete a big circle. You know, but that's just, they only give you this in the pack.
Or you can also attach these ramps onto these here. This ramp here and the other
You talking
one.
about right here?
No,
Okay.
these.
Okay.
Here.
Well, let's go and give that a shot. Yay! Man, when it, whoa. It goes.
But if you want to attach these ramps onto these, you will have to move these out of the way.
Okay, let me pull back to me some. Okay, go ahead. So what you literally have to do is you have to move this part out away from the ramp some. So this way you have clearance.
To attach these onto these here.
Yes. To that little ramp.
And you can do the exact same on the other one.
With the other ramp.
Like I did with that one there.
Right.
But you will, like I already said, have to move these out of your way.
Yes. Okay. In order for this piece right here, I'm missing it. In order for this piece to fit on to that piece, you have to move this out some. There we go.
Or if you don't like using these ramps onto this, then another thing you could do is, I think, yeah.
Come over here. Okay. And if you wanted a small,
just a regular ramp.
there we go.
You could just have a regular
Circle. Well, oval. Yeah, that's more of an oval than a circle.
right,
Yeah.
without attaching it to that.
Right.
So you can just have your vehicles just driving around.
Right. Have your vehicles driving around. And this is what I'm saying, y'all. Y'all check this out. Okay. This is the tank.
Yeah.
You see how big that is? This is the tank of Omega Supreme. And yeah.
He's way too big.
He's like ginormous.
To fit on that ramp. And I think he's also way too big to fit on these.
Go ahead and try it. He's yeah. Because that ramps up, that gives him a little bit of. So yeah, that's the only problem with this model of Omega Supreme is that the tank is like. But I understand that it's a Titan class and they had to do what they had to do in certain aspects to make it work. So therefore, sometimes you have to sacrifice one to gain another. And that is just called life.
Right.
So anyway, as far as what it is a very intricate, interesting base mode. And one of the things that was one of the biggest debates, I think, from the 1980s was when we saw Omega Supreme, when he transformed into his rocket mode, where does the rest of him go? Because sometimes you see the rocket leave his base, and his base is still there. And then sometimes you just see the rocket and no base, and it's one of these mysteries from the 1980s that you can never figure out. And you go crazy if you try to figure it out. So Therefore, you say it's cartoon. You know, it's made to sell toys and have an excellent story to it. So that's about as far as anything making sense would go.
Right. And do you think that the tank mode of Omega is way too big for these ramps?
Yes, I would say so, but like I said, this is a tank class, so they had to sacrifice in certain areas to make it work. So therefore, I can't,
Right.
sometimes in the engineering it doesn't fall as you always want it to, but you have to make adjustments to make it work. So that's what they did here. Everything else looks good except for the tank. The tank is out of scale. I would say the tank is the only thing out of scale with the whole setup here.
Right.
And that's okay. That's okay because if you understand what the Titan classes are, they're big and bulky. There's a lot of plastic to this bad boy. So anyway, this is, and like I said, when I get the G1 Omega Supreme, that's when I go off into the bios. Normally with my G1s, this stuff I don't, because G1 you need to know the origins and what they're about. So it's going to be interesting when we get the G1 that sometime the rest of this year, get the G1, because that tank runs on the track, motorized. This one does not.
Right.
But this one way outscales and out powerhouses the G1. There's just more bulk to this one.
Right.
But that's the difference in yesterday and today. We're able to do more engineering and craft it compared to with the old technology compared to today. That's enough of my rambling. Colton, what do you want to add or take away from this? What do you want to add or take away from this?
Overall, I really do like how this entire set does look, except for the tank, because the tank is, of course, way out of scale. But everything else is pretty good.
Okay.
So that has been part.
Well, I guess part two.
Yes. So that has been part two. So now for part three, we will be taking all this and transforming it into
Omega Supreme.
Omega Supreme in his robot mode.
His robot mode.
So stay tuned